What was the hardest part of quitting your dream job, honestly? It was admitting that the dream had turned into a cage. I'd been obsessed with cars since I was 8. Not just the way they look, how they work. I used to sketch engines in my notebook during math class. Miss Kelly, my 5th grade teacher, would confiscate them and leave notes like, "You're not in auto shop yet, Jordan." But I didn't stop. My walls at home were covered in blueprints and race car posters. When I got accepted into engineering school, my parents finally realized this wasn't a phase. I crushed it, graduated top 3 in my class. 3 weeks later, I landed my dream job at this high-end electric car company. Not Tesla, but in that same league, boutique and exclusive. Our cheapest model cost more than most starter homes. I was hired as a junior designer. Within a year, I was leading the mechanical systems team. I designed an entirely new liquid cooling system for the battery array, and they actually used it. My name was on the patent. I printed it out and mailed a copy to my mom. She cried when she opened it. The first year was everything I ever wanted. I'd sleep in the office voluntarily just to keep working. My cubicle was a chaotic shrine. Energy drink cans, soldering irons, disassembled prototypes, sketches everywhere. It was messy, intense, and thrilling. Then it changed. At first, it was little things. A 6 p.m. meeting here, a 9 p.m. email there. Then, weekends optional became weekends required. Then 2 a.m., phone calls about sudden part failures. I'd drag myself into the lab half-conscious just to rework a bracket or reroute a thermal channel. I was exhausted, but told myself it was the price of greatness, of building the future. Meanwhile, my girlfriend Emma was slowly becoming a ghost in my life. She used to bring me dinner at the office. Then she stopped showing up at all. I missed dinner reservations, birthdays, a weekend getaway I promised for 6 months. Then, one Tuesday, everything cracked. I was at my desk, elbow deep in a brake housing redesign, when a FedEx guy walked into the lab. He had this torn up cardboard box with a neon yellow sticky note slapped on the top. "Urgent, Jordan," in my sister Kate's handwriting. I signed for it, thinking it was tools or parts, but inside was this tiny red notebook with a crayon drawing of a car on the front. It was from my 8-year-old niece, Lucy. The first page was a note in her handwriting. "Uncle Jordan, Mommy says you've been really busy, so I made a book of things we can do if you ever get one Saturday free. I hope you read it. I hope it's not too late." Every page after was a crayon plan. Go to the zoo. Make cookies like we did that time you burned them. Watch Shrek again even though it's silly. Build a pillow fort. Have a sleepover. And then the last page hit me. 4 big, crooked purple letters across the page. Or is it too late now? I stared at that line for a long time. I hadn't seen Lucy in over 3 months. I missed her birthday. I didn't even call. I sent a gift card through Amazon like some distant uncle you meet once at Thanksgiving. That night, instead of going home, I drove straight to Kate's house. Lucy was already in pajamas, but sprinted to the door when she saw my car. "Uncle Jordan, you came!" She hugged me like she thought I might disappear again. We stayed up way past bedtime building a blanket fort and watching Shrek 2 with popcorn. When I tucked her in, she whispered, "Does this mean you're not too busy for me anymore?" The next morning, I called in sick for the first time in 2 years. Then I sat at Kate's kitchen table and wrote my resignation letter while Lucy sat beside me drawing turbochargers in crayon. My phone buzzed the entire time. Team Slack notifications, calendar invites, a voicemail from my boss. "We'll give you a raise, 20K. You can lead the next line. Don't throw this away." But it was already gone. The dream I had at 8 years old didn't look like this anymore. It didn't include waking up with tension headaches and a girlfriend who cried alone while eating takeout. It didn't mean missing the chance to be someone's favorite uncle. When I walked out of that building with my cardboard box of tools and blueprints, I didn't feel regret. I felt free.